Leaders from Southeast Asia and Europe have gathered in Brunei for the 25th ASEAN-European Union ministerial meeting, following the establishment of a strategic partnership in 2020. Discussions focused on expanding cooperation in trade, security, sustainability, and regional stability, and reaffirmed commitment to supporting Timor-Leste's integration into ASEAN. RTTL World News reporter Jerry Madeira brings us this report from Brunei's capital, Bandar Seri Begawan.
The ministerial meeting aims to advance in key areas of cooperation between the European Union and the Association of Southeast Asian Nations. Together, the EU and ASEAN are forming dynamic partnership that foster mutual growth, sustainability and resilience. Diplomatic relations between Timor-Leste and the European Union go back to 1999. But this year, Timor-Leste is participating in the meeting as an ASEAN member for the first time, following last year's historic accession. A gathering of leaders from across continents amid global tension and economic uncertainty. The co-chairs of the 25th ASEAN-EU ministerial meeting are urging regional partners to be anchors of stability.
We want a partnership that is strategic in vision and concrete in action. Because in a world defined by rising geopolitical competition, the EU and ASEAN cannot afford to drift apart. We must stand together in defense of the UN Charter, multilateralism, and the rules-based international order.
Now more than ever, as ASEAN and the EU have the responsibility and the capacity to act as anchors of stability and predictability. We need to work more with each other, not less, and to do so in a way that is inclusive and fosters mutual trust and mutual respect.
This is the first time Timor-Leste has taken part in the ASEAN-EU ministerial meeting as the 11th member of ASEAN. The two major blocs reaffirm their commitment to support Timor-Leste's full integration through capacity-building initiatives.
It is very important, very historic for us because we can participate in full as full member of ASEAN and also full partners of European Union, which give us more chances for discussions, share of opportunities.
The ASEAN region is the EU's third largest trading partner, with over $300 billion of trade in goods in 2024. Similarly, the EU is ASEAN's third largest trading partner after China and the US, accounting for 9.6% of ASEAN trade. As for Timor-Leste in 2025, almost $4.5 million worth of goods were exported to countries in Europe, while $15 million worth of European goods were imported into the country.
The greatest foundation is our growing economic partnership. With around 40 billion euro in bilateral trade in 2024, ASEAN is the EU's third largest trading partner outside Europe, and the EU ranks as ASEAN's third largest partner globally. This has been enormously profitable for both of our regions.
Despite growing economic partnership, both regions remain vulnerable to the energy market shocks triggered by the current war in the Middle East.
2 months into the Iran war, diplomatic efforts have yet to produce a breakthrough. And higher energy prices hurt both Europe as well as Asia.
We have seen that it's also affecting the supply chains. And this, coupled with the energy market's uncertainty, has put a lot of pressure on economies.
The European bloc pledged to mobilize over $11.7 billion for green energy transition and sustainable connectivity in ASEAN under the Global Gateway Initiative.
Through our Global Gateway strategy, the EU is strengthening the security dimension of our partnerships. Here in the region, this covers projects on Coast Guard training, critical and maritime infrastructure protection, as well as combating transnational crimes such as online scams.
We are also looking ahead to the digital economy and the energy transitions. We especially welcome the EU's support for the ASEAN power grid, which is key to our regional energy security.
As the newest member, Timor-Leste hopes to transition into sustainable energy with regional support.
We keep continuing collaborating with these state members to provide more support for Timor-Leste's capacity building development programs, as well as in the areas that we just mentioned about green transition, blue economy, maritime security, and other issues very important, digitalization for development of our country.
A promise of working together amid global uncertainty. Zeri Madeira, RTTL World News.